Hello, my name is Justin Thomas. I'm a BYU Idaho online student through BYU Pathways, working towards my family history research degree. I live in Puyallup, Washington, and I have completed my project with the Family Search Community Tree Building Internship, which I titled America's 250th Anniversary, Remembering Our Liberty and Honoring the Stories of Our American Revolutionary War Ancestors that Shaped Our Nation. This project is meaningful to me because it connects and strengthens my faith, the principles of freedom, and the Constitution of the United States with the real lives of our ancestors. Their sacrifices shaped the nation that we live in today. By building community and helping others discover their heritage helps us to all unite as Americans. The 250th anniversary has made it the perfect time to focus on the American Revolutionary War ancestors and their stories. I have worked as part of this project with 3 main datasets from 3 of the 12 different colonies and states that have placed records from Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Massachusetts between the 1770s and 1790s. These have helped me to identify the individuals who have lived during the time and those who have served in the American Revolutionary War. My plan centers around a 3-week Spirit of 76 and 250th anniversary of the United States of America event at our local Family Search Center. This flyer is what was used to invite the community, volunteers, church members, and people on Facebook who have all participated. I used various tools for this project, including Family Search wikis for both Family Search and Ancestry, PowerLinker, GeoHints, SourceLinker, Ancestry, and Fold3 to research and to build family trees. The project process has had its challenges and its successes. The challenges were having enough volunteers and helping people learn the tools that were available. But the successes that the project had was that local church members, community, and online groups all came together to participate, where we helped several people to discover their Patriot and Revolutionary War ancestors. One of my most meaningful discoveries was my 6th great-grandfather, George Van Buskirk. He was born in the 8th of October, 1721 in Newton, Bucks County, Pennsylvania, British colonial America. By the 1770s, he and his family were living on Chestnut Hill in Northampton County, where he served in the county militia during the Revolutionary War. Several of his sons, Johannes, John, Lawrence, Joseph, Andrew, and Daniel, also served with him. After the Militia Act of 1777, they signed the Oath of Allegiance in 1778. From 1778 until the end of the war in 1783, they took part in drilling, patrols, guarding the Delaware River corridors, and responding to emergency mobilizations. Seeing a father and sons serve together in the same militia has really brought their sacrifice to life for me. George has continued serving his community and lived until the 30th of March, 1800, when he was buried in the Van Buskirk family cemetery. Their lives represent the everyday patriotism that helped secure American independence. At the Family Search Center, all of us as volunteers, myself included, helped members of the community learn how to find their American Revolutionary War ancestors. We guide them through using Family Search, the Family Search Wiki, Fold3, Ancestry, and the Ancestry Wiki to locate records, explore any memories of or photos that were connected to their ancestors, and when they wanted to understand the battles or the events their ancestors participated in, we used Wikipedia to provide historical context. One of the ancestors we helped someone discover was Jacob Hemingway, Donna's ancestor. He served as a Minuteman in Farmington, Massachusetts, in Captain Simon Eagle's company and took part in the battles of Lexington and Concord on April 19, 1775, the very first day of the American Revolution. Their march that day placed them among the very first responders to the outbreak of the war, standing against British regulars at the opening shots of the Revolution. The shot heard around the world. Other ancestors that we helped others discover was Johann Christopher Hollinger, Shelley's ancestor. He served in the Lancaster County, Pennsylvania militia alongside his brothers Christian and Johannes John Hollinger. Like most families, they served under the same battalion leadership and the same militia. We also found David Louis Virginie. He served in 16th North Carolina Regiment in Captain Bailey's company from April of 1781 to December of 1782, which overlaps with the final campaigns of the war and the defeat of Cornwallis at Yorktown, which was the final major military engagement of the American Revolutionary War, securing America's independence. This family experience was shared by my sister Rebecca, and I quote, "I wanted to celebrate America's 250th anniversary, so I went on family search to look for a colonial ancestor. I was excited when I found Catherine Elizabeth Binkle, born in 1742 in Colonial, Virginia. In April of 2026, I went to the South Temple to do her ordinances, which was a joyful experience. Since then, I have been learning more about colonial America. My mom and I are sewing a colonial dress and a hat for a family history quilt show this fall, where I'll share Catherine's story. Another meaningful family experience discovery came from when I found and shared Captain Thomas Fletcher with the family. Captain Fletcher served in the Massachusetts Militia under Colonel Josiah Brewer's regiment and Captain Andrew Grant's company. His service was a 30-day short-term militia duty, but even that brief period of service at that time has shown the willingness to serve, which is just enough to make a real difference. These contribution statistics, as you see here, all reflect the combined efforts of everyone that was involved in this project. The volunteers who gave their time, the families and community members who participated, and the ancestors we identified from Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, and New Jersey who have served in the American Revolutionary War and have lived during that era. To conclude, I would like to say that this project has really strengthened my appreciation for our nation's history and the many sacrifices of ordinary people, such as our ancestors, who have helped to secure the liberty and freedoms we have today. I have planned to continue helping others find their American Revolutionary War ancestors and to share this project at the upcoming Family History Quilt Show, as you see on this flyer on my slide here. And so let us remember those who have came before us, their courage that shaped the freedoms that we have as we carry their stories and the discoveries of them forwards, and to keep alive the hope that will endure in future generations. And so at this time, I would like to thank the great support that was given by my mom and my dad and my family, the Family History Ward and State Consultants, and the members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and the community for sharing their American Revolutionary War ancestors. And I want to especially thank Descendants of the American Revolution Facebook group. And so, as we remember the past and the courage of our Revolutionary War ancestors, we keep moving forward, carrying the light of our ancestors' legacy, just as my ancestor, George Van Buskirk, Captain Thomas Fletcher, and others that I have shared, carrying it in their time, because the journey of discovering them continues.